with the A.
Masturbating.
It's not like a master. There's no E.
It's literally
you.
spelt like masturbating.
No, it
it's
isn't.
masturbating.
Masturbating. Masturbating. Masturbating.
You don't say masturbating. You say masturbating.
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 It's
Not
called
master. Like, not like
Look what
ah.
you made me do. I flipped my fucking thing onto the other. Let's just do the video.
What's up, Uwu Nation? Now.
What's up, Uwu Nation? Woo!
I want to die.
Uwu.
This video is not sponsored by Raid's Shadow Legend. It's sponsored by Bush 9/11. Next week is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. So let's celebrate and have prayers for Osama bin Laden.
Joe Biden.
Allahu Akbar.
Wake up. 9/11.
My channel.
Wake up.
My channel is going to be cancelled after this. I'm sure of it.
Perfect.
I'm actually sure of it. All right.
Everyone loves a bit of Bush.
just a tiny bit. Just like a soul patch worth. So
That wasn't there before.
all right. Have you guys seen Internet Historian? Yes or no?
Never seen him.
I've seen him. I've seen you react to some of his videos.
Oh yeah. Actually, I have seen it a few months back.
Yeah,
But
he's a pretty funny guy.
He's an Aussie, right?
he's a Kiwi.
He is.
He's a Kiwi living in Aussie.
Okay, that's why I
Yep.
recognize his accent.
He's a Kiwi living in Aussie. He is.
I had no idea.
But he refuses. He refuses to show his face. There was a video that showed his hands and his feet, and he actually blurred out his feet because
Yeah,
you can
he'd be
guess
put on
why.
a list.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wikifeet.com.
Yeah, we're number one in no time.
And when we saw that, we all laughed. We're like, yep. You can't be a historian of the internet without seeing some horrors. I like to say that.
The internet never forgets.
Yep. Well,
Oh God.
now, who reads Harry Potter?
Me.
You?
I mean, I read it when I was young.
I still read it once a year because I'm young at heart.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen any of the movies.
All right. So, a big thing in Harry Potter that made it even bigger was fan fiction and writing stories.
My fucking lights turned off.
Oh no, Meg. Oh no, what you gonna do?
Wait.
What are you gonna do?
No. Wait. I'll be right back.
Oh.
I need my lights on.
Aren't you going to show us your feet?
She forgot to pay her bill.
First our internet, now a fucking power.
Fox, if you show your feet, by next month you can pay all your bills.
Get that Wikifeet cash.
Another way for Bob to get views.
Uh-huh.
You get a sponsorship.
Gamer. Send me gamer girl feet.
No, Fox, we were saying, if you want to
No,
put your...
I paid my fucking rent and I'm not selling feet pics.
Well, I am gonna start.
It shuts off automatically after an hour. It's not my fault.
Okay. So,
It is. Well, don't have a timer on it, nerd.
what was big
I
was...
didn't. Shut up.
What was big was fan fiction. And I was actually... I'm actually a big fan fiction writer. As in, I have a story that's got like 10,000 hits.
You do.
Yep.
I've read it. It's about Harry and Hermione.
Harry and Ginny.
What?
I mean, yeah, Harry and Ginny. Sorry, because she's a redhead.
Jenny.
I gotta stop making that joke.
What joke?
I always say, I love you, Jenny.
I love you, Jenny.
Oh
Been
my god.
saying it for like 10 years.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You'll
It's in
never
my
know
next
what
video,
you're
for
gonna
fuck's
get.
sake. I can't escape it.
Anyway, so My Immortal is actually one of the most infamous fan fictions because the writer has never actually read Harry Potter. She just saw like a couple of movies and started writing about it. So, oh, that's food, yeah. So, it's essentially one of those so bad it's good things like The Room. So we're
This
about
better
to.
have
Love The Room.
Evanescence in it.
What? Sorry.
This better have Evanescence in it.
Oh,
That's
you
better.
have
If
no
you're
idea.
clickbaiting me,
You have no idea. Let's begin.
In 2006, the world's greatest piece of fan
Right, flame.
fiction was written.
Can you guys hear?
Consider this, the feature-length adaptation. Part 1 of 2, part 2 coming soon. Featuring Sorrow TV. So turn off the lights,
You're
get
disappointed,
comfy.
father.
It's story time. My Immortal.
oh wow.
Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway,
What?
and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name.
It's
I'm
me.
a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm a
Sounds
goth,
like a
and I wear
venereal
mostly black.
disease.
I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. A lot of
Yes,
preps stare at
definitely.
me. I
Same.
put up my little finger at them.
Hey, Ebony! I shouted.
Yeah.
I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco?
Oh
I
wow.
Nothing. I said shyly.
asked. But then, I heard my friends call me, and I had to go away. Chapter 2, Author's Note. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 again for helping me with the chapter.
We're already
By the
on
way,
chapter
prep
2.
stop flaming my story, okay? The next day I woke up.
Different
in my bedroom.
bully.
I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle. I got out of my coffin and took off my
Fair
giant
enough.
My
So
Chemical
gothic.
Romance t-shirt, which I use for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets. I put on
That's
4
so
pairs of
fucking
earrings
gothic.
in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of mess. My friend
What?
Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up and then grinned at me. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets,
Oh, no.
and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner.
Oh, MFG! I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday! I said excitedly.
Yeah, so, I said blushing.
I said
Like
excitedly.
Draco? I asked as we
blushing.
went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall.
No, I so f***ing don't, I shouted.
Yeah, right! I exclaimed.
Just then, Draco walked up to me.
Hi.
Disappointed!
I replied flirtily.
Guess what? I said.
What? I asked.
Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade. I told her.
Oh sick.
Oh my f***ing god, I screamed. I love Good Charlotte. They are my favorite band
Oh,
besides
Good
My
Charlotte.
Chemical Romance.
Besides
Well, do you want to go
MCR.
with me? I asked.
I gasped. Chapter 3,
He
author's
gasped.
note. Stop flaming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothics people for the good review. Thanks again, Raven. On the night of the concert, I put on my
They
black
actually
lace-up
said
boots and my
Gothic.
hair. Underneath,
That's
there were ripped
beautiful.
red fishnets. Then I put on this black mini dress with all this
Yeah.
corset stuff. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky.
That's chain
I
link
felt a little
fence.
depressed then, so I slid open one of my wrists.
God!
As you do. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to Good Charlotte. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car.
Simple plan.
He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner.
He's a skater boy.
Author's note. A lot for cool boys were
Oh
it
god,
okay.
I'm Draco Malfoy, I know.
Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice.
Hi, Ebony. I said back. We walked into my flying black Mercedes-Benz, the license plate said 666, and flew to the
Yeah.
place with the
Oh,
concert.
that's gossip.
On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both
Fuck
smoked
yeah.
cigarettes and drugs.
And drugs.
When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as
Yes.
we listened to Good Charlotte.
That's
Joe was so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sang, filling the club with his amazing voice.
Oh wow.
Suddenly, Draco
Amazing.
looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I
The
put on
T-pose.
Hey, it's okay.
Keep
I
those
don't like him
forever.
better than you, I said.
Look at them bangs though.
I asked sensitively as I
Goku
put
bangs.
my arm around her, all protective.
Really? I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary f***ing Duff. I f***ing
Damn.
Gross.
Oh, she's thick though.
disgusted
She's
thinking of
underrated.
her ugly.
She
blonde
is. She's pretty thick. What?
The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So
SpongeBob
did
drops.
Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got good Charlotte concert teas. Draco and I crawled
Yeah.
back into
I
the
can't
Mercedes
explain how
Benz,
much I
but
fucking
Draco
hate
didn't go
Big
back into
Charlotte.
Same.
Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into
I like MCR. I hate
Forbidden
it.
Forest.
MCR has
Chapter
a bit
4.
of talent, you know.
I said stop
That was just
flaming,
like,
okay?
"Sex on the
Ebony's name is
radio,
Inobi,
sex on the
not Mary
radio."
Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Draco, I shouted. What the f do you think
Why is
you're
this written
doing?
by like a
Draco
13-year-old?
didn't answer.
It is written
but
by
he
Because
stopped
it
the
is.
flying car,
Yeah, I
and he
bet it
walked
is.
out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously.
They
What
fell
the
out of it.
f***ing hell? I
Jesus.
asked angrily.
Ebony, he asked.
What? I snapped.
Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing
Gothic
colored
red
contacts,
eyes.
which revealed
Oh, yeah.
so much depressing
Fidget
sorrow
spinners.
and eagerness. And then suddenly,
Those are
I
fucking
didn't
the
feel
things
mad
from
anymore.
Naruto.
Oh,
And
it
then,
is.
suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately. Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out furiously against a tree. He took off my top, and I took off his clothes.
And he fucked me
I
behind
even
the
took off my
backwood.
bra. Then he put his thingy
What is
into
Hagrid?
my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time.
Yeah,
Dear
Draco,
God.
fuck me.
Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. I started to kiss everywhere and my pale body became all warm. And then...
What the hell you doing, Mom?
It was Dumbledore.
Make him regret it.
Stop flaming. If you flame, it means you are prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is
No
because he
motherfuckers
had
are
a
suspended.
headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. Dumbledore made, and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting us angrily.
You ludicrous fools! I shouted.
I started to cry, tears of
Ludicrous.
blood down my pallid face.
Tears of
Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry.
Goggle.
They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest! He yelled in a furious voice.
Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked
Oh.
Professor McGonagall.
How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape.
That's not.
And then Draco shrieked,
What?
Because I love her!
Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said,
Fine. Very well. You may go to your rooms.
Draco and I went
Also
upstairs while the
depressed.
teachers glared at us.
Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked gingerly.
Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls'
I
dorm
lied.
and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it that had black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing
red
in front of
lace.
the bathroom. He had started to sing, I Just Want to Live,
Whoa.
by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be
It
there.
was flash as
We
shit.
hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room.
Are those ropes?
Yeah.
Chapter 6.
Lace, they're lace.
No.
Shut up, preps, okay? P.S. I won't update until you give me good reviews. The next day I woke up in my coffin.
Someone give this
I put
bitch
on a
some
black
good
miniskirt
reviews.
that was ripped all around the edges, and a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black.
Yeah.
I put on 2 pairs of skull
Gothic
earrings
queen.
and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray-painted my hair with purple. In the grey hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk,
What?
and a glass of red blood.
Just randomly.
Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled all over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up. I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair and red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that it was going down his face,
Harry
and he was wearing
Gothic.
black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly
He's like
Joel
14.
Madden. He was so sexy that my
What
body
the
went
fuck
all
is
hot
going
when I
on?
saw him. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko.
I'm so sorry,
What?
I said in a shy voice.
That's all right. What's your name? I questioned.
My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days. I
No,
grow
they
up
fucking don't.
don't. Yeah.
Why? I exclaimed.
because I love the taste of human blood. I giggled.
Ew.
Well, I am a vampire,
giggled.
I confessed.
Really?
I want to suck your beauty.
Yeah, I roared. We sat down for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Chapter 7. Bring me to life. Author's note. Well, okay, guys. I'm only writing this because I
you
got
promised
$5
them an
Bring me
views.
back to
delivered.
And by the way, I
life.
won't write next chapter till I get 10 good vons.
Oh, fuck.
Stop flaming or I'll report you. Evany isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. She has problems and she's depressed, for God's
Satanist.
sake.
All right.
She has problems and she's depressed.
Wait, we're only
Leave her
11
alone.
minutes in. Fuck.
Fuck! That was longer.
I felt like that was, like 25.
So, lady and gentlemen, thoughts.
Um,
I'm worried.
Do you notice that every time she changes clothes, there's a certain music that's playing? So, all right. If you look
I
for,
was-
if you look on YouTube for happy music without any copyrights, that's the first song that comes up.
Oh, yeah.
oh
I've
yeah,
been down that
yeah.
rabbit hole.
Oh no. I know.
Let's continue.
I gotta be honest.
Draco and I
I
held
was
out.
pretty. Oh,
What? So you were saying?
I was just saying I was pretty immersed in her like fashion sense. It was exquisite.
Oh God.
Giving gossips
Keep
a bad
going.
name.
Yep.
Pale, white hands with black nail polish and went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red
Sings?
nail polish.
Yeah.
See,
Sings.
does that sound like a Meru Sue to you? I waved to Vampire. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway,
God.
I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went to his room and I locked the door. Then we started Frenching passively. Then we took off each other's clothes
As you
enthusiastically.
do.
He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked. Then he put his boy's thingy in mine and we had sex. See,
In the
is
microwave?
that stupid? Oh, Draco,
Yeah, that-
Draco.
yeah.
I felt it while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo and I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody goth writing, were the words,
I feel
Vampire.
stupider for being
I
here.
was so angry. You bastard, I shouted angrily, jumping out of bed.
No! No! But you don't understand! Draco pleaded. But she knew too much.
No, you f***ing idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway.
What the fuck?
I put on my clothes all
He
huffily and
fucked Harry
then stopped out.
Potter because he's a
Draco ran
vampire.
out
Why is
even
that
though he
before
was
you
naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care.
Wait, pause. Do you
Why
think?
would you?
Do you think? Do you think vampires care with blood with HIV inside?
I mean, they would have to, wouldn't they?
I don't know.
I have no fucking clue.
All right, dear internet, let's talk about vampire AIDS. Today's Today's video is sponsored by AIDS Shadow Legends.
And
No,
Magic
sorry,
Johnson.
AIDS. AIDS, the tea
Shadow
needles.
Legends.
Gossick Johnson.
AIDS, the tea needles.
It's fucking
I
weird.
stomped out and did so until I was in the vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter.
You're a
you
Gossick,
mother-
Harry.
Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep.
What?
Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back.
Put your fucking clothes on.
Oh, I thought she said beating.
Sadly.
My friend
Take me
Bloody
back,
Mary
you
Smith
stupid bitch.
smiled at me understandingly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin,
Why
but
is
she was
everyone
wearing
wearing
white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are
What?
vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her
No,
mother,
she's
and
not.
her father committed suicide because he was
This
depressed
is not
about it.
canon.
She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she had converted to
fuck off.
Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
What is
Slytherin.
it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him.
Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shouted at him.
I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For a while.
Why
But
has
then
he
broke
suddenly
my
got a
heart.
fucking
He dumped
list?
me because he liked Brittany, a stupid, preppy fucker. We're just good friends now. He'd gone through horrible
was hiding my
problems,
list
and
all
now
along.
he was gothic. Haha, like
And
I
my
would hang out with a
sexuality.
prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire.
Yeah, right. Off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room into the forbidden forest, where I had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to bust into tears. Chapter 9, Author's Note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from
read
the
all
movie,
the
okay?
books.
So it's
Maybe
not
read all the
my
books before
fault
you write a
if
fanfiction,
Dumbledore
bitch.
Beswedes, I said he had a headache, and the reason
I don't
Snap
give a
doesn't
fuck. You're
like
not covering your
Harry.
faces with a
Now it's
headache.
because he
And
Christian
depression.
and Vampire is a Satanist. My Chemical Romance rocks. I was so mad and sad, I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree, where I did it with Draco.
Aw.
Then, all of a sudden,
Where we
an
fuck.
horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick.
The
He didn't
ultimate
have a
gothic.
nose, basically like
Oh my
Voldemort
God.
in the movie.
The
And he was
gothic with
wearing
no
all
name.
black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort.
Oh.
No,
He wasn't
I
gothic?
shouted in a scared voice,
Vin
but then
Diesel.
Voldemort shouted,
Brilliant!
and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell over his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Ebony!
What? I'm sorry,
I
what?
Thou must kill Vampire Potter!
I thought about Vampire, and his 6-hour eyes, and his gothic black hair,
How do you
and how
kill
his
someone
face
that's
looks just like
technically
Joel
already
Madden.
dead?
I remember that Draco had
Making
said I
sense.
didn't understand, so I thought,
It's a wizarding
what
world,
if Draco
my
went
friend.
out with Vampire before I went out with him, and they broke up? No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No,
Jesus
please,
Christ,
I
okay.
begged.
Thou
Okay.
must! I yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did he know? I asked in a surprised way.
Voldemort got it, dude. You're so retarded.
What is
Look
in
on
his
his
face
face.
right now?
I hath telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire,
So
then
pil-
thou know
so
what will
poetic.
happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick.
How do you-
I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said,
Look at that
Hi.
AK, because I'm gonna blow my fucking head off.
He sat back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way.
Are you
In a
okay?
Gerard Way
Wow.
way.
No, he answered.
I'm sorry I got all mad at you,
I'm
but I
not
thought you
okay.
cheated on me. I expelled.
That's okay, he said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together making out.
Chapter 10. Author's note. Stop it,
Narrating
you
my
gay
life.
Fs. If you do not like my story, then f off. P.S. It turns out
I feel like this is an inception to the person reading it.
And she, a vampire, are evil.
You're
That's
like, this
why
shit,
they
then
move
fuck out.
puzzles, okay?
I love people like
I was
that.
really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset, went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666.
When did you become
Draco
a
and
rock
Vampire
star?
were depressed, so they weren't
Yeah,
coming.
there's no
And we wrote
context.
songs
They just
instead. I knew Draco was
throw you
probably
into
slitting
these
his wrists.
weird
He
fucking
wouldn't die because he's a
scenarios.
vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a C-R-O-S-S. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt.
Boy, she's
You might
thick.
think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover
I'm really
of
not.
Ebony, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears. Ebony,
I
are you
busted
okay?
out them
Bloody
tears.
Mary asked in a concerted voice.
What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came and the f***ing bastard told me to f***ing kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a
She was
wall.
already into it.
Why didn't you f***ing tell me? I shouted. How could you,
Should've
you
put Trump
you
was
f***ing
here.
poser
on that
muggle?
wall.
See, is that out of character?
Yes.
I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in.
Why are you
angrily.
practicing
His
on
eyes were all
stage at a
firing, and I
gig?
knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache.
Anyway, guys,
What have
here
you
comes next
done?
one, practice.
He started to cry wisely.
See, that's basically
He
not
cried
swearing.
wisely.
And this time he was really upset,
so
and you will
smart.
see why.
Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist.
Oh no,
What?
plot twist.
Oh my god,
Chapter
I
11.
never knew that would happen because he's so
I said,
depressed all the
stop flaming
time.
you preps. See if this chapter are stupid 11111. I
a
delves
magical
with
depression.
really serious issues. See for yourself if it's stupid. BRW thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. No,
You're
I
welcome.
screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off, and I ran to my room crying to myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting
Same.
that he had to stop when I went to my room because he would look like
No,
a perv that way if he went in. Anyway, I started
Facts.
crying tears of blood, and then
Anyway.
I slit both my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into
Anyway,
the bath
just started
angrily,
slitting my
while I
wrists.
went to put on Linkin
Isn't
Park
it,
at full volume.
Wasn't
I grabbed a steak
Pause.
and
What? Sorry, Sabuta, what did you say?
so wasn't the fucking Malfoy a fucking vampire? Something like that? He's
Yeah,
suicide.
No,
yeah.
I don't know the plot of this. I don't understand the plot of this.
No. Listen.
Okay,
Har-
explain.
Harry Potter, now vampire, was secretly fucking Draco, and then he started slitting his wrists because she found out, and stuff happened.
Anyway,
I didn't write this, I swear.
What, Meg?
yeah,
I
feel
didn't
like
write
this
this.
is like something you would write when you were
No.
12.
No,
Like chromosomes,
are
all
you
the ones that
kidding
have,
me? I deal with like depression and shit every day, and Draco is depressed, so I'm like bringing light to these serious issues. So don't if you come here to hate, like honestly,
You don't
fuck
like this
off.
book, then you can fuck off.
You can honestly like
Stop
go live
flaming-
your normal life.
Stop flaming cookies.
You homophobic piece of shit. I'm just trying to tell a story. Look, I didn't read all the books, okay? I'm just painting right in my face. Fuck.
You should name this with the author.
All the words that I could say, things are better if I say so long.
Bring
and
me
good
back
night.
to life.
Shall we continue this nightmare? We're over halfway. We're over halfway. Yes.
Only half.
Oh, we're halfway
This is how you
there.
extend life, like the perception of how long you live.
Man,
By
For
just torturing
sure.
yourself with this shit.
man. Video 1 out of 3.
How do you think Bob's lived for so long, man? These are secrets.
Very true. You're not wrong. Let's continue.
Almost started in
Anyway.
my heart to commit suicide.
My not book.
I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sandally.
I got my titties out.
I put on black
Lace
high
all
heels with
over
pink
it.
middle stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. Couldn't believe this. Then I looked out the
I
window and
couldn't
screamed.
fucking believe this.
Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me.
What?
And Lupin was masticating to it.
Yes. See,
Masticating
that's how
is
you
chewing.
say
You
it.
know,
man.
it's like, he's like, oh,
And they were sitting on their
masticating.
broomsticks.
Fuck right off.
Pervs, stop looking at me naked.
We were
Are
both
you
wrong,
pedos or
actually.
what? I screamed, putting a black towel on with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, vampire
Get
ran in.
Marilyn Manson off all your shit.
Abracadabra! He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore
Oh, the AK
ran
came
in.
back.
Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has. No!
Is this chick American?
He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then waved his wand. And suddenly...
Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." What do you know,
I
Hagrid?
love
You're
that
just a
avatar
little
of
Hogwarts
Hagrid.
student.
Thick
I may
Hagrid.
be a Hogwarts
PS1
student.
Hagrid.
Hagrid paused angrily. But I am
Hagrid.
also a Satanist.
This cannot be. Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. What?
Where he masturbated.
When did...
It's
What?
masticated.
Dude, I'm beyond lost at this point. There must be other factors.
You don't have any, I yelled in madly.
Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there.
I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood.
Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily.
Because Hagrid
The Wonderful
said as
Wizard
he
of Oz?
Paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Because you're
What?
gothic. Snap
So
asked in a little
seductive.
afraid voice because he
So
was afraid it
seductive.
meant he was connected with Satan.
because I love her.
Chapter 12, author's note.
Who do you love?
Stop F-R-ing, okay? Hagrid is a pedo to a lot of people in American
What?
schools. Like that, I
Hagrid's a
wanted to
fucking
address...
pedo.
How do you know, Snap?
Is that how you
I am
address the issue,
Christian
bitch?
plus Hagrid
Just fucking,
isn't
yeah.
really in love with
Just
Ebony,
call him a pedo
Dad
and
with
make it-
Cedric, okay?
Just call it a day.
I was about to slit my wrists again. With a silver knife that Draco had given me in case anything happened.
Okay.
No! I thought it was Hagrid.
What did
He
Silver
was a vampire.
fucking, like-
He started to scream.
Oh my fucking god, no! My
And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red lights. I stopped. How did you know?
I saw it, and my scar turned back into a lightning bolt.
No! I ran up closer.
No.
I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted.
I do, but Diabolo
On the
changed it into a
inside.
pentagram for me, and I always
Diabolo.
covered it up with foundation. I said back,
Coming up. with
anyway, my
that.
scar hurt and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me!
There's so
Then
many
I had a
plot
vision of
twists.
what was happening to Draco. Voldemort
confused.
has him bondage.
This is how he
Anyway,
proves
I was in the school
schizophrenia.
news's
He's
office
still
now,
under the
covered in
stairs.
blood red.
Bondage.
Snap and
Never left.
Lupin and
I don't know what's-
Harriet was there too.
Why did they
were
change
going to St.
characters?
Mango's
Oh my
after
God.
I wanna fuck
after they
Ron
recovered
Weasley.
because
It's
there were
Mango.
pedophiles and you can't have those f***ing pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot
Oh
girls.
my God.
Dumbledore
The
had
subway guy.
constipated
Yeah,
the
fucking-
Sidio camera. They took off me naked. I put up my middle finger
okay.
at them.
Wait, Dumbledore's a
Anyway,
pedophile?
Hagrid
too?
came into the
Dumbledore.
hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses.
Yeah, you disrespect the dead.
I need to tell you something.
He's gay.
said in a be serious
It's J.K. Rowling said that.
Fuck off, I told him.
Well, not in this
No,
way.
I
Is it
didn't.
Rowling
I told
or
him
Rowling?
anyway. And I
Rowling.
don't like stuff prep like
Rowling.
you. I snapped
J.K.
out. Hagrid
Rowling
had
to
been
a
mean to me
fucking
for being
of
gothic.
liberty.
No, Inobi.
We're listening to this right now,
Hagrid
mate.
says, those are not roses.
What, are they goths too, you poser prep?
What?
I asked because I was
Goths?
angry that he had called me pink roses.
I saved your life! I yelled angrily.
No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being
Porn.
viewed by Snape and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that
God
spelled
damn it.
wrong?
That-
Whatever,
Is it
I yelled angrily. He pointed to his
It
forehead
is
with roses.
masturbating.
These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look
Why
in his
did he
eye
have a
and muttered,
vibrator?
"Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say.
That's not a spell. That's a My Chemical Romance song. I corrected him
Oh
wisely.
my fucking god.
I know.
Wisely.
I was just warming up my vocal cordes. Then he screamed, Petulus Marengo mi cremil romacio.
For all you cool gothic My Chemical Romance fans out there, that is
Hi.
a tribute. Especially
Yeah.
for Raven. I love you, girl. In my opinion,
Who the fuck is
Natto
Raven?
Okay.
Best friend.
And then the roses turned
An
into a
editor.
huge black flame floating in the middle of the air.
Pause. All right. Raven is
fuck?
her best friend and editor.
Mm.
There is an editor for this. There was an editor for this.
Oh.
That
There's
was
an
an,
editor and there's all...
for the story. There was an editor. What fuck kind of editing is that?
Fucking
Yeah.
editor
Okay,
inception.
Bob. You gotta realize they're like actually like 13 writing this, right?
I
Like
know.
that her editor
I
was
should've
her
known.
like 13-year-old friend.
Most likely, yeah.
It was Meg, actually. Meg was editing it.
I thought
I-
I came up with
I was
Gothic, me and Jesse, but apparently not. It's been around a while.
You want to know who Jesse is? Go to Meng's profile. He's under the descriptions. And all of them
Yeah.
are. Anyway, let's continue.
And it was black.
Woo!
And I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. What the fuck is Draco?
Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing.
It's happening.
You see, Enabi, Dumbledore said, watching the
Dumbledore?
flames, watching the
I love
flame,
that. That's adorable.
to see what is in the flames. You reviewers' flames, get it? You must
Okay.
find yourself
Get it?
first, okay? No, I have find myself, okay, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore
Hagrid.
looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a
Hagrid
headache,
and
or else he
Dumbledore.
would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his
I heard they
bed.
hook up.
Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it.
Anyway,
Then I put on some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on some black fishnets. and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all out around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you
See, these
are.
people would be my age
So I
now,
put
because
on
all
blood
these
red
bands
lipstick,
were
black
popular when I
eyeliner,
was
and
younger.
black lip gloss.
You look kawaii, girl. But Ludi Mary said
You look
sadly,
kawaii.
Don't bring this into it.
You do too, I said sadly. But I was still upset. I
Sadly.
slit both my wrists, feeling totally
kawaii as
depressed,
fuck.
and I sucked out all the blood. I cried again in my bath, and I put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some
Snap and
classes.
Lupin couldn't.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
The vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff.
Hi. Said in a
Sucking
depressed
some
way.
blood from a Hufflepuff.
I
I
don't. I
just
said in
never
a
thought I'd hear
literally
that in my life.
sad way. We both looked at each other for
I
some
think I'd hear
time.
any of this in my life.
Harry had beautiful
True.
red gothic eyes,
Being fat.
so much like Draco. Then, we jumped on each other and started screwing each other.
fucking enclave.
You're in
Stop it
close.
now, you horny simpletons!
Shouted Professor
horny
McGonagall,
little
who was watching us, and so was everyone else.
Vampire,
I can't
you
believe
fucker.
this.
I started slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco. I shouted, then I ran away.
Should look another pair of eyes
Chapter
above.
13. Vampire and I run up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore!
What?
Dumbledore! We both yelled.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore came there.
You
What is
spelled
it that you
right
want
next
now,
to
you
it, and then you
despicable
spelled it
snobs?
wrong.
He asked angrily.
Oh, wow.
Voldemort has
hesitated.
Draco!
We shouted at the same time. He laughed.
Get it
in a
right.
loud voice.
No,
don't!
don't! We need to save Draco!
Stop laughing.
No,
It's not funny.
said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not
He
after
said
how much
darn.
he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony, he said while he frowned looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco!
Getting the 50
He
fuck
moaned.
out of here.
Author's note. Don't you think gay guys are like so hot? It's okay. I tried to help him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. And
Man,
then he
them
had a
gay guys do
brainstorm.
look after themselves.
I had an idea! He exclaimed.
What? I asked him.
You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then,
His wand.
suddenly, we were in Voldemort's lair.
We ran with our wands out. Just
How
as we
did she
heard
keep
the
getting
green voice say,
fucking
Abracadabra. It was Voldemort.
Actually, it isn't because she had an editor. So
Author's note. Off perhaps okay.
This is the
Raven
second draft.
fans for helping again. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was depressed and had to go to the hospital because I slit my wrists.
again.
Yes, I'm not updating till I
God,
give you
I
my
slit
10
my wrist.
good reviews. Warning, some of this
10 good
chapter is extremely
reviews.
scray. The excretion
Scray.
God, that
advice.
shit.
We ran to the
Your
It
excretion
turned out
is
that Voldemort
advised.
wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco was
Read the
there
books.
crying.
Okay.
Snaketail was torturing him.
It's Wormtail.
Authentic lives.
Vampire and I ran
The
in front
Tyler
of
Oakley
Snaketail.
book? Wow.
Read my side, you despicable preps! He shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. He then suddenly, he looked at me, and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes.
Dog, he said.
In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay?
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
shot
figure
his
it out.
You
man
know
in
me,
there.
I love you. Will you have
Dropped
sex
his
with
love in his
me?
eyes.
Asked Snaketail.
I started
Wormtail.
laughing
Will
brutally.
you have
What the
sex
fuck?
with me?
You torture my boyfriend and then you expect me to you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard. I said angrily.
Go off, Queen.
And then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out like
Nice.
No! He screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears, sadly.
Snake tail,
fucking
what
times are
art
you
thou
gonna cry?
doing? Called
Put
Voldemort.
yourself together,
Then-
woman.
He started coming.
She's
We
depressed.
could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts.
Voldemort's in fucking
went to my
triangles,
room.
apparently.
Vampire went away.
Oh.
There I started crying. What's wrong, honey?
Again?
asked Draco, taking off his clothes
Take
so
a,
we
take
could
a
screw.
shot, boys.
He had a sex pack.
no.
Get it? 'Cause he's so sexy.
Get it?
And a really huge, you know what, and everything.
Oh,
It's
A really
so
huge
unfair.
ass.
I yielded.
You got a dump.
Why can't I just be ugly
Big
or
dumpy
plain
energy.
like all the other
Dumpying
girls
you.
and Pret's here except for Baludi Mary? Because she's not ugly or anything.
Why would you want to be ugly?
Thanks.
I don't like the preps anyway. They're such f***ing sluts. Answered Draco.
Yeah, but everyone is in love with
Who
me.
is this guy?
Like Snape and Lupin
It's
took
Draco,
Lady
I
Edna
think.
naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampires
What?
like me, and now even Snaketail is in
Hagrid's
love
like
with me.
50.
I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? I
I hate
shouted.
this. I hate it.
Anyway,
What?
Author's note. Don't worry, Enobi isn't a snob or anything,
What's
but a lot
that
of people have told her
cat?
she's pretty. I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a f***ing curse. I shouted and then I ran away. Chapter 15. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay?
This
By
whole
the way,
thing is
you
fair.
suck from no on every time someone flams me, I'm gonna slit my wrists. Fangs to
Gotta
Raven
split
or help.
Morris.
Ebony, Ebony! Shouted Draco
The
sadly.
lady says
No,
that,
please, come back!
But I was too mad. Whatever.
In
now
my
you can
T-pose
go
and-
and have sex with Vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with the blood-red key. Then I looked at my black Good Charlotte watch and noticed that it was time to go to biology.
Everything
I
black.
put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood-red letters, and it was all ripped and with a spiky belt.
So
Under that, I
gossip.
put on ripped black fishnets
Oh, well.
and boots that said Joel all over them in blood-red letters.
What?
I put my ebony black hair
Joel,
on. Anyway, I
good
went
shout.
downstairs
If you've
feeling all
not been
sad and
paying
depressed and usual.
attention.
I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly, the guitar turned to Draco.
Enobi, I love you!
What?
I shouted sadly. I do not care what those fucking preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just
I
want
thought he
to
died.
be with you.
I thought he killed
I
himself.
fucking love
I
you.
don't know
Came back in a
Then
puff
we
of
started to
marijuana
sing
smoke.
The Chronicles
Oh
of
my
Life and Death.
god.
We considered it our song now, because we fell in love when Joel was singing it. Oh my god, I said after he was finished. Some f***ing preps stared at us, but I just stuck my middle finger up at them. They were covered in black nail polish and were intertwined
Oh,
with
God.
Yeah.
Draco's ring.
Oh,
I
fuck
love you,
yeah.
I said. And then we started to kiss. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other
Hogwarts.
all shocked, and then we went together.
To be continued. Question mark? Like bloody question mark. Next time on
Fucking
My
hate this
Immortal.
shit.
Ebony and Draco go to the My Chemical Romance concert. But they're in
When
for
I
a big
was
surprise.
Hey, young
young
boy. My father. I'm so pissed off.
I hate myself. I hate myself. I just hate myself.
You
I
know,
don't even know what I just watched.
like honestly, I'm feeling kind of depressed, and I kind of want to slip my wrist.
Slip my wrist.
I want to slip my wrist.
Mang and I are, and Foxy are creators. If every time we got a bad review, we slit our wrist, we wouldn't be alive by now. We'd be dead by now. Oh,
Vampires have blood?
It was ironic.
that's the question.
Hmm. Or is
The-
that zombies? I don't
So,
know.
Saboteur, thoughts.
Yeah.
Your thoughts.
Thoughts.
Oh,
Your thoughts.
Your thoughts.
Well,
I lost all my chromosomes, basically. I'm disappointed in myself actually from listening to all that shit.
Yo, but you got to see how thick Draco was.
Yeah,
He was pretty thick. He had pretty big buttocks. When you...
It's you know what's okay. Stop flaming, okis.
it clearly had his butt all around. It was like buttocks.
Buttocks. Stop flaming, you plebs.
Stop blaming you, Crips. I'm gonna slip my wrist.
There was so much wrong with that shit. There was so much wrong.
It was so much like it was terrible.
Okay, Meg. What's from you?
What do you want me to say, Bob?
It relates.
You
to
know,
author.
okay, I've got 2 points. One, I honestly wasn't expecting you to like air out my old novels like this, like on your channel, because I wrote them all. I was quite young at the time, granted, but it meant a lot to me at the time, and I was getting a lot of hate comments, right? And they really got to me. So I was like, you fucking plebs, you know? I was like, I'm depressed, leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna slit my wrist. You know, just normal shit. Yeah, I mean, second point, it was hilarious. It was pretty good.
It was so bad it's good kind of thing. It was it's the room in Fanfiction. Meg?
Well, I like how inclusive it is to the LGBT community. Draco was there. He was nice and thick. AK-47's a big plus. They joined the Taliban, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happened there. But
The Taliban gave them
you know, whoever wrote this needs fucking therapy for sure.
Yeah.
And where the fuck was Ron
Who's that?
Beasley, my boy?
What happened to Ron?
Yeah, where was my
Fucking hell.
boy?
He was
I've-
there
I've
for like
only seen him
2
once.
seconds, and then he disappeared.
I just feel like there's, you know, more to that story. Maybe we'll see in the next one.
All right. So I think about the author. The identity of the author is the biggest thing in fan fiction. Like nobody knows. There is somebody who came out and said she was the author, and she's actually a real writer now. And she said she's the author, and she was gone to the lawyer with proof, but the lawyer has not released the proof, so we got to take her for our word, which we don't.
Well, there's a lot of like, as bad as it is, there's a lot of passion behind it.
Mm.
Like,
What effort onto it, so, yeah.
yeah, like they really put their heart and soul into it. Like, all jokes aside.
It's like Tommy Wiseau.
Like-
He put 10 million of
Yeah,
his own
it's
money.
so bad, but it's like talented bad.
Listen, I
Yeah.
respect the passion. I really do. It's just she can't take criticism apparently because
She insulted us halfway through. Like, you don't fucking like this story.
exactly.
I felt like that was directed at me for listening to the story.
Exactly. She can't take constructive criticism without like threatening suicide or something on people.
Slip my
That's kind of
wrist.
toxic, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Also, internet
pretty gossip though.
internet
It's pretty gothic.
internet stories
Shut up, Meg. Goddamn.
brilliant to actually, you know, like dramatize the whole thing, and that was a lot of effort. What?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow. But yeah. I'm tired. I'm tired from laughing. And
I'm
I've
glad
seen it.
Hagrid the pedo was killed.
Or was he?
Yeah.
I forgot
he?
that in my
Uh,
point that I wrote down.
No.
If Draco can come back, why not Hagrid? Or however you spell
Yeah.
it. Hagrid.
You know, Harry Grid?
Hagrid.
And Dumbledore. I hope they get together. It'd be an adorable
Dumbledore
couple.
and Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Masticating. With open.
Masticating all.
I wish they'd get
On
together and
Pornhub.
masticate.
See, I forgot that part. Now I saw that part and then I laughed even more because we were talking about that earlier. Follow Foxy, she's got a beautiful voice. Follow Mang, he's got great videos. Saboteur will have content one day, but just follow his page. Why not?
One day.
And yeah, like, subscribe. We're going to do part 2 sometime. I think it'll take us a couple of months to recover from
Yeah.
this.
To heal.
Unless suddenly this gets like what 1,000 views, and then we'll go. Okay,
I've got to regenerate my chromosomes.
Same.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been Bearman blessed. Fuck your mother.
Love y'all.
That's not gonna be my phrase, is it? That's not gonna be my new
Fuck
tagline.
your mother.
Alright, let's do the exit again.